All right, so here we go. Let's dive in. So I am everyone's account manager. My name is Aaron Whipple. So you've either spoken to me on the phone or we've conversed via email, text, Facebook, whatever it may be. But I want to give you a little bit about me and let you know that I am a real human being, and a little bit about me. So that way we can build our relationship and I can help promote your program, especially with those litters going home. So here about me in the top left, you'll see my three pups. There's Spencer. He is 7 years old. He is a lab border collie mix. There's Quint, and she is a Heinz 57. She's part lab, part pit bull. You name it, I'm sure that she has it in her. She is the queen of the house. So whatever she wants, she usually gets. And then there's Marathon. Marathon is the newest addition to our family. He is an 8-week-old Great Dane puppy and couldn't be happier to have him joining our family. That's a picture of him in the airport on Monday. He passed out with his little blanket. And so couldn't be happier with him. And right below that is my old man Roscoe. My family and I said our goodbyes about 3 weeks ago to him. He was 13 years old. He was a lab hound pointer mix, and he was my world. But he is now watching over my family, and I do believe that he has come back in Marathon in some ways. There's some little traits that are coming through. And then on the right-hand side, I'm an avid Seattle Sounders fan, and there's one of my favorite players, Jordan Morris, got to meet him. Then I worked in the vet field for about 10 years, and there's a little sugar glider that came into our office and had to have that photo opportunity with the little cuddly creature, and just fantastic. And then the bottom one is me just dressed up in a camel costume. No particular reason. I worked for a company, a reception company way back when, and every Wednesday we would dress up as a camel if you wanted to and go through the office. And so there's me just being silly and just making sure that my teammates are laughing. The middle picture is a picture of the Narrows, which is a hike in Zion, which is about 2.5 hours from Las Vegas. And so my partner and I go all the time, pretty much 2 or 3 times a month to Zion. So the Narrows is an amazing hike. You walk through the stream, and this is just a canyon that you're able to see, and it's just phenomenal. And with this, you learning about me, please feel free to send me your why. Send me pictures of who you are, your breeding program, your family. I love to get to know people. It'll just make for a better relationship, and it'll help me promote your program, and we can definitely do that together. It's a team effort. So Trupanion, my objective is to get you as excited and into Trupanion as I am, especially our breeder support program for your litters. So what is medical insurance for pets? Essentially, it gives owners a peace of mind for the unexpected things that may come up. When you get a pet, you don't expect them to have an illness or an accident or anything like that. Hence why we call it unexpected. Everything is going fine, and then boom, something hits and you're not financially prepared for it. So medical insurance helps owners budget for those unexpected costs. That way you don't have to think with your pocketbook, which many of us have to do. And that's unfortunate in these times, especially that we have to make those decisions based on financial reasons. And that's one of the biggest things with Trupanion is we don't want our members to have to think that way. We want you to be able to build and continue having those relationships with your four-legged family members. And with Trupanion, we are industry leading with our coverage. And so it lets you focus on exactly what matters most, which is the health of it says pet here, but I do believe that it is your family member. So Trupanion and our policy. So these are things that our policy provides coverage for. For me, when I'm talking to my members or even my breeder partners, it's easier for me to talk about what we do not provide coverage for, because it's easier. We do not provide coverage for exam fees. That's a known cost for you to go into the vet hospital, and for you to be, that's something that you can budget for. Sales tax, pre-existing conditions, which is industry-wide. So if anything has been notated prior to enrolling on a policy, it would be considered pre-existing. Does not have to be a diagnosis. It could just be signs or symptoms. And then there's wellness or preventative care. We just believe that that's something that responsible pet owners should be able to budget for. And it comes with the responsibility of having a pet to ensure that they're staying up on their wellness checks, the preventative care, and things like that. So you're probably wondering, hey, Aaron, so all right, there's 4 things that you don't include. So what are the list of things? And those items include surgeries, medications, diagnostic testing for an illness, diagnostic testing for accidents, which can be x-rays, MRIs, echocardiograms. Then we provide coverage for prosthetic devices, hospital stays, if your pet has to stay overnight and it's an eligible condition, and things like that. So it's easier for me to say what is not included versus what is, because it's just dependent on case by case. What is eligible, as long as it was not showing signs or symptoms before enrolling on a policy with us. All right, so what sets Trupanion apart? This is one of my favorite slides because I think Trupanion is amazing, and I hope after seeing this, you are on the same page with me, if not more excited, to where you can take my job for me and you could do this PowerPoint for me. So one simple plan. We don't have a gold, bronze, or silver plan for members to choose from. Everyone has one simple plan, and it's 90% coverage, which is for all new injuries and illnesses, which also includes unexpected hereditary and congenital conditions, which is really, really amazing. So there's not things where you have to choose from, be like, okay, well, I want this, but it's not included in a bronze plan, so I have to go up. So it's just one simple plan, and everything is written in terms that you can understand. It's not, I know with my health insurance and car insurance, when I get the explanation of benefits, I have no idea what they are talking about, because there's a lot of legal and medical terminology being used, and I usually put it on my desk or I throw it away because I don't understand it. That's not the case with our plan. We want everyone to understand what they're getting and what the coverage entails. No payout limits. What? No payout limits? Absolutely. If it's an eligible condition, we'll continue paying out on that condition for the lifetime of the pet. So not per condition, it's not per year. So we're not saying you have a $15,000 limit to meet every year, and once you meet that, we're done providing coverage. Nope. If it takes $50,000 in 1 year to provide coverage to that condition or illness, Trupanion's got your back. And it's not per lifetime of the pet. And so here, I just wanted to share a story of the no payout limits. So this is Amethyst. Amethyst was 9 weeks old and was a very curious puppy, and chewed on a power cord and suddenly stopped breathing, and her family had to rush her to the emergency hospital. The claim was eligible. She was diagnosed with laryngeal paralysis. Her vet bills totaled over $64,000, and Trupanion paid over $57,000. Amethyst is still doing well today. And this is just a great example of the no payout limits. It's here. I can probably guarantee you that Amethyst owners did not expect to have this happen to their 9-week-old puppy, and probably didn't have $64,000 just sitting around and being able to be like, yep, go ahead and do it. They knew that Trupanion had their back. They were able to say yes to her treatment, and then we turn around and we reimburse over $57,000 for Amethyst. And Vet Direct Pay, this is a huge game changer. So what this means is that there's not that quote unquote old day reimbursement model where you have to sit and wait and wait and wait, and it takes months, and there's a lot of back and forth to get your reimbursement. Vet Direct Pay allows Trupanion to pay hospital directly. We have our software called Trupanion Express, which some hospitals have. We want to get more and more hospitals linked up with our software. So if your hospital doesn't currently have Trupanion Express, definitely talk to them. We can get them in touch with us. And what this does is it allows the hospital to submit claims for you directly. And you can get an answer within 5 minutes. We really strive to give you that answer within 5 minutes. Once your deductible has been met, we reimburse the hospital that 90%, and you leave the hospital paying only 10%, and with the exam fee and any applicable taxes. So that's definitely a huge game changer, because you're not having to pay the full bill at the time services are rendered. And our software is patented. So this is definitely something that sets Trupanion apart from our competitors. And then 24/7, 365-day support. Our customer care team is available holidays, weekends. If you're in the middle of a dead sleep and you wake up and you have a question, or your pet is sick, which I hope never happens, but it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and you have questions, you can give us a call. One of our specialists will be available to answer those questions and assist you along the way. Even if it is an emergency and you just need someone to be on that other end because your family members are asleep and they're not answering their phone, give us a call. We want to be there for you. This is us helping you. We're a family. So again, something that sets us apart: 24/7, 365-day support for our members. So then you're probably like, Aaron, so okay, the breeder support program, what is, or for our breeders, is there anything for our breeders when it comes to our policies? Absolutely. There's an optional breeding rider, which can be added to your policy for an additional cost. And it adds additional coverage to things like unexpected breeding complications, such as emergency C-sections that are not planned. If you are interested in this, just send me an email or give me a call. I can go over more about our breeding rider with you, just to give you more insight of what that entails and what it looks like. And then there's an exam day offer. So I know a lot of my partner breeders are adding pets to their breeding program, which is great. And you usually get them as puppies. And you're like, well, can I use my go home day offer? The answer is no to using your own go home day offer. However, we do have an exam day offer, which is amazing. It gives you the same benefits as our go home day offer. So it's 30 days, no upfront coverage, gives you time to think of which deductible you want to move forward to. So that way on that 31st day, the coverage continues, it doesn't lapse. It's immediate coverage, so those waiting periods are waived. The only caveat is it just needs to be active within it needs to be activated, excuse me, within 24 hours of a comprehensive exam done by the vet. So let's say you take Susie to the vet today. Within 24 hours, just give us a call and be like, hey, Susie was seen by the vet. I like to get a Trupanion policy. I want to get enrolled on the exam day offer. And our enrollment specialist would be happy to assist you with that. Right. And then about our breeder support program. So all of you are part of that are part of our program, which is amazing. And I'm really excited to be working with you, helping you promote your program. So what we provide you with, just a quick overview and just a recap, is a special offer for your litters. So it's that go home day offer that is 30 days of no upfront cost, immediate coverage for those litters, and it can be activated 24 hours before the families come to pick up their new family member, which is really great. So that way, and again, hope this never happens, but if there's an accident or something happens on their way home with their new family member, then it's eligible for coverage as long as they activated it prior to the signs or symptoms enrolling. You get a dedicated account manager, which is me. So you are amongst the lucky that get to work with me. So I'm really excited. And then we have starter kits that you can include in your puppy packs. It's informational handouts about Trupanion, seasonal information. So depending on which season we're in at that time, and along with puppies or kittens' first years. So just different timelines of what to expect throughout their life within that first year. So all of this in our breeder support program is free to you. There's no cost to be in our program. We want to build that relationship with you. I want to build that relationship and make your program as strong as ever, and just build that amazing relationship and help protect your litters, because it'll give you that peace of mind. I'm sure that you've gotten those calls where the families are unable to pay for a procedure that has come up unexpectedly, and they're looking at you. And this way you don't have to have those awful conversations about your contract or anything like that. Trupanion's got your back as long as they activated it and they kept it. So again, it gives you that peace of mind. And then our refer breeder program, which is amazing. So that we have a program, and this will be included in their recording, and feel free to give me a call or send me an email for more information. But you can earn up to $600 a year in referral credits. So my friends here in the United States, you would get a $25 gift card for each referral, and that referral has to join our program. And in the United States, it comes in the form of an Amazon card, Starbucks, or PayPal. You choose how you'd like to receive your referral. And then for my friends in Canada, it comes in a form of an Amazon card, Tim Hortons, or PayPal as well. And there's my email address. Feel free to write it down, even if it's not in regards to the Refer Breeder program. But if you do have questions, feel free to send me an email. And then there's a link there that you can sign up. You set up your account, and then you just start referring away. So happy clicking. All right, so now with that being said, I'm going to open it up to questions and answers, and then we'll get those answered for you. And I do see one in the chat. And if you do have a question, you can also raise your hand, and we can unmute you and you can ask it live for everyone, or if you feel more comfortable putting it in the chat, feel free to do that as well. There was a question about, does the breeding rider cover progesterone testing? Our coverage does not provide coverage. That would be wellness or preventative cover would fall under there. So it is something that that you can budget for. It's something that you are planning on doing. So the breeding rider does not provide coverage for the progesterone testing. It's mainly for those unexpected costs or complications that come with breeding. Absolutely. All right, Valerie, I'm going to unmute you. Can you hear me, Valerie?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Valerie. How are you?
I had to push a lot of buttons to make that happen. Sorry.
No, you're
Uh,
good.
I'm good. Thanks so much, and thanks for having this. I really appreciate this. My question, since we're relatively new to the program, I have puppy families from past puppy litters. Is there a way that I could maybe, even though they wouldn't be eligible for the new puppy going home, is there some literature or something that I could send them, or a link that I could send them, just because I kind of feel bad that I didn't have this available to them when they brought their puppies home. So I'm just wondering, is there something for past puppy families that we can say, hey, don't feel left out if you would like to learn more about this? Is there anything, I mean, how would you suggest I go about that?
Great question. I absolutely love that. What I would recommend is the exam day offer. We do have some additional resources, so I will send those to you, which they're in PDF form. So one would be the
Okay.
Trupanion brochure, and then I'll send you the exam day offer itself, because they can absolutely still utilize the exam day offer. They may not have an exam scheduled, but even if they just go in really quick and be like, hey, I want to get this coverage with Trupanion, I want to use an exam day offer, then absolutely would love to get them on a policy. And then that way they get their 30 days at no upfront cost, just so that they can get their feet wet and figure out who we are, what we're about, and then decide which deductible that they wanted to move forward with.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. That will help. I do feel kind of guilty, so it'll be nice to be able to post on my page and reach out to them and say, hey, this could, apply to you as well. So that would be great. I would appreciate that.
Absolutely. And I do have some information too that you can put on your websites about the go home day offer too, that has been checked over by our compliance team too. So I'll send that right over here today before I leave. And again, great question. Thank you for asking that.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Any other questions? All right, perfect. If something should come up, my direct extension is here. I'll read it out loud. So it's 855-266-2154, extension 4158. Feel free to give me a call at any time. I am in the office Monday through Friday, usually 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time till about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But if I am unavailable, leave me a voicemail message and I'll get back to you within 24 hours is what I strive for. Or you can send me an email, whichever works best for you. I'm happy to get in communication. Also, in my email signature, there is a link to schedule directly on my calendar through Calendly, which is awesome. And you get to see my availability and schedule a time that works for you. If it is a time that I'm not in the office, just shoot me an email. I'm happy to accommodate schedules, because I know not everyone has the same schedule that I do. So I'm definitely happy to accommodate that. Just reach out, just communicate with me, and we'll figure something out so we can get your questions answered, whether it be about how to speak to your buyers about the go home day offer, or you have questions about the exam day offer, or even claims questions. We do get a lot of claims questions because the buyers will go to you if they submit a claim and they're not sure. So definitely you can come our way as well. But our member experience team, they can help you with those claims as well. They're very, very knowledgeable, and they are available 24/7. So definitely feel free to utilize them. There's a lot of tools out there. We have the Trupanion website, which has a page for our partner breeders as well. So if you need your starter kits, there's a link that you can click to request those. If you want your activity reports, so we're able to generate reports of activations and enrollments. So if you ever need that, want to see who or who or how many have activated, just you can click on a link, or you can send me an email again, or give me a call. But I really appreciate everyone being here today, attending this webinar. It was a lot of fun. I was really excited to do this, and really, really excited to start this amazing partnership and help you promote your program, because we're all here for the same reason. We want to give your litters the best life possible, and Trupanion can definitely help with that, with extending that coverage and not and just eliminating having to think about finances when it comes to providing that coverage and those health issues that may come up. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for showing up. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email or give me a call. Thank you, Valerie. It was my pleasure. And thank you for asking a great question.